Check 1 2, check 1 2. Hello, everybody. Hope you can hear me. Everybody out there in America, South America, Central America. Hello, hello. Good to see you. Exclusive, never before heard music. Is what you just heard. Tonight is Ask Me Anything Wednesday. I'm also going to play Romero For Resident, Lost Skeleton, Locked Away, Russians, and so much more. So if you're listening, if you're out there, thank you. I enjoy doing these too. I'm trying to keep the pace up so that we can be here together, continue to build momentum. We used to have momentum with the Radio Deadly Show and the Michale Graves Show. Saturday, July 17th. July 17th. I'm looking at the notes over here. January 17th. 2026. That's Saturday. A live online amazing acoustic performance. It starts at 4. It's going to run about 3 hours. Awesome acoustic set. Go to officialmichaelgraves.com. officialmichaelgraves.com. for the ticket link, or if you're watching, or go over to X at Radio Deadly and the ticket link is over there as well. And like subscribe while you're there. That'll be awesome. Yeah. Australia's in the house. Saw you. Just saw you. So the European tour, February 18th to March 8th. I came on here last night and I was talking about the show that had gotten canceled. So we're trying to replace that show. Whatever. February 18th to March 8th. March 21st, which is my 51st birthday, I'll be down in Nashville, Tennessee. More details will be upcoming on that. It's being worked on. And then after that is Mexico, April 9th to the 18th. Guadalajara, San Luis Potosi, León, Mexico City, Querétaro, Torreon, Chihuahua, and Monterrey, the Metal Fest. I'll have more details as I get closer to that as well. Is a call to all sorts of artists out there. If you're an artist, I've met so many artists out in South America, and I got shit scattered all over the place here. But artists, you want to make some posters or something for the Mexico tour, get in touch. Let me know. DM me. You can also email me Michael at officialmichaelgraves.com. Michael at officialmichaelgraves.com. Calling all artists. If you're interested in doing some design work, let me see your stuff. Again, I met so many great artists down in South America, and I have your stuff here. And yeah. Okay, so tonight's Ask Me Anything. So I'm gonna back up the comments and stuff, take a break, play you something, and then I'll be back. We're gonna roll forward. I'll get to all your questions. And this is the Michael Graves Show. Rock on. Here we go.
Yo creo que todo rockero, todo metalero, todo punkero, persona que le guste el hardcore, ama Misfits.
Hace muchos años escuchamos Misfits y es la primera vez que los dos vamos a poder ver a Michael Graves. Entonces estamos muy emocionados.
Bueno, es un legado del punk, del rock mundial. Los temas, fue una era de oro de Misfits y bueno, esto es ver un ícono como tal vez ver a Kiss o otras bandas así legendarias.
Y creo que van a tocar Design the Angel. Tiene un significado muy especial por una persona que murió y él debería estar acá.
La primera canción pues fue de la época de Glenn Danzig, fue Die Die My Darling.
Primero escuché Collection 2 de Misfits, después ya escuché a Graves y pues ya Graves le dio como otro contexto a Misfits. Ya hay más de terror, más de sangre, más gore.
Esta de Don't Open to Doomsday, Destruction. Esa American Psycho, que fue la primera que escuché de ellos.
Yo creo que Dig Up Her Bones es como el himno o Scream. Sí, pues bueno, lloraré.
Graves porque es más noventero.
Graves fue la mente maestra detrás de todo esto y de todo ese terror, entonces pues merece cagar el nombre de Misfits.
Graves me trama más como vocal de Misfits.
La puesta en escena y principalmente su voz. La voz que tiene Michael es tremenda y que no me odien los refans de Misfits, pero para mí el mejor vocalista que tuvo Misfits es Michael Graves.
Una energía, una actitud en el escenario.
La actitud y el sonido mucho más pulcro, más fino, más nítido.
Que el rock nacional siga fluyendo y siga creciendo. Y pues el punk, que a veces no suena tanto por ahí, pero uno mira estas bandas y se da cuenta que hay mucho punk por todos lados y que no muere, que el punk no muere.
Creo que es indispensable apoyar el rock colombiano, eso sí es prioritario. Creo que hacen falta espacios.
Entonces me parece que pues esta es la semilla para que vaya creciendo precisamente ese gusto por el rock.
to get you, Barbara.
Baby. No.
Look, here comes one of the knobs.
Are you?
I'm getting out of here.
Johnny?
Former lead singer of the Misfits, banned from a major music festival for retweeting Alex Jones and Paul Watson because we're all Nazis. Even though anybody that knows Nazis don't like us.
It was absolutely crushing the backlash that happened to me. I mean, no record companies were interested in what I was doing, and certainly no booking agency here or in Europe would touch me with a 10-foot pole.
I'm back. Hello. Everybody that's just joining us, hello. Don't forget that Saturday, January 17th, it's going to do a live online acoustic performance. Go to officialmichaelgraves.com for access to the ticket link. I still love how before, if you were just watching that video, which is really awesome. It's really awesome. What a great job everybody did. I'm a little squeamish, so some of the violence makes me shiver. But like right in the middle, I hit the button and it went to Love and Mercy. I don't know if you caught that. in the middle of a violent scene. Perfect. Perfect. All right. Let's get to some of these questions. Let's get to some of these questions here. Australia, I see you. There it is. My question is, before leaving Misfits back in the day, did you or a band have other songs ready to go for another record? There was a lot of stuff. There was a lot of stuff that I had written for Famous Monsters that then became Web of Dharma. So yeah, there was tons of stuff. Doyle never had a shortages of riffs, you know, and we were all writing so much and in such a creative downhill roll. You know, everybody was very, very creative at that point. And there was a lot of material floating around, stuff that we were not sure of, stuff that we would play. And, you know, you listen to something like Fiend Without a Face, which wasn't Famous Monsters. You know, it was after the record came out. Great song. And so, yeah, there was a lot of stuff. And the stuff that I had written that I just didn't think that I really loved at the time became Web of Dharma. A lot of that stuff became Web of Dharma. Like Ophelia, I wrote before I wrote Crying on Saturday Night. Tell Me, Million Light Years From Her, Iridescent White Light. Those are all songs that I wrote during Famous Monsters, like writing for Famous Monsters. Thank you. All right. Sean the Banker. Let's see, if I buy a ticket, can I watch it later? I can't make it at 4 p.m. Yes. Yeah. So if you buy access to it, you get this link. And then once the show is done, like once the show is archived, you just use that link and hit it and it brings you back and you can watch it again later. You might even be able to download it. I'm not sure about that, but yes, you'll have access to it while it's live and after it is archived and during as well. And any plans for another U.S. acoustic tour? Yes. The acoustic tour, I'm going to do some dates in and around, probably on the way to Nashville, I think, in and around that March 21st date. And then April is April 9 to the 18th is Mexico. So probably, you know, we're looking at May and June for acoustic stuff. So don't forget as well, if you are interested, booking at officialmichaelgraves.com. You can inquire about private shows, club shows, events, speaking events, production, advice. Booking at officialmichaelgraves.com is the place to send your email and your communication to find out how you can book me in all sorts of different settings. Anything that you're looking to do with me, please send to booking at officialmichaelgraves.com. That would be awesome. I will get back to you, or you will hear from somebody, but you'll hear from somebody. Booking at officialmichaelgraves.com. Let's see. No. I was thinking about stalking Julie on Facebook, but I'm not allowed on Facebook. Yeah. Mike, did you see what Robert De Niro said? You talking to me? You talking to me? Hey, you talking to me? Why is The Shining about Poltergeist? So The Shining is about Poltergeist because Carol Ann was shining. She was being seen by the entity that is in Poltergeist, the beast. He can see her because of her innocence, because of what he's trying to get out of her. She's shining. And she also has those gifts of ESP, right? She's able to hear thoughts and do these things like when she's talking to her grandmother in Poltergeist 2, where you learn more about, H.R. Geiger? My brother told me this. H.R. Geiger designed that worm, which is the reference in Shining is to those worms in Poltergeist 2. The tequila worm, when he's drinking the tequila and then he gets really drunk and like he throws it up and it crawls in the hallway. Vile worms in his soul. Yeah. So I figured that if I called it Shining, it was kind of like a trap, because I was hoping that people would ask me, like people that when I was young and we were in the Misfits, I was hoping that people would ask that, like an interviewer would ask that, because I'm the only one that would be able to answer that question because I wrote the song. So I kind of planted that trap because I wanted to talk more to the press and talk about the band and what I thought of the band and what I was reflecting in it and what I was doing in it. But that never really happened. I was never really allowed to sort of be pushed out front and center. I was always put in a corner, and nobody puts baby in a corner, but I was. So was Jerry envious of your charisma? Probably have to ask Jerry that, but there was something going on in the Misfits for sure that I really wanted to talk. I really wanted to communicate about the things that I was creating and the music that I was making. I wanted to talk about those things, the ideas that I had, that I was putting into the songs. I wanted to talk about all those things. I wanted to talk about the art that I was creating and the people that I was around and how I was feeling, in the press. Because the press said things about me. And, Jerry only did a lot of press and interviews. And, no one ever really got to me. And you think it was a great story, too. Here it is, the Misfits. It's the fucking Misfits. And just me from nowhere the hell, Dumont, New Jersey, Bergen County, New Jersey. Here I am, 20 years old. You would think that that's a cool story. 21. Signs to Geffen. It's writing a record called American Psycho. Oh my God. Question: what are your tattoos on your left forearm? What is the story behind them? Right, left. This one? Oh, this one. So that's my God tattoo. That's the never ending knot. It's eternity. There is no beginning. There is no end. It just, it's the yin and yang, alpha and omega. It just goes on and on. And then this over here is representative of Scorpio, and there's Taurus and there's Aquarius, which are my children. It presents my children and their astrological sign. Hey, there's Curtis. Curtis made it. That's all right. That's all right. Better late than never, my friend. Better late than never. Friday is my birthday. Will you wish me a happy birthday? Happy birthday. I went to your concert in Uruguay wearing my homemade mask right on. You told me it was cool. Probably was. And I never took it off again. What's up, buddy? Great to see the show back on. Any plans on another Ameripalooza? Oh, man. Ameripalooza never stopped. Blaze and Cyrus. Ameripalooza never stopped. Yeah, I was thinking about the European tour yesterday or today. I was thinking about it. And yesterday, before I got the cancellation message, I was talking to someone and I was like, yeah, I'm just sometimes my tongue or my tongue goes in a knot because I've become so afraid of saying something that's going to create some sort of firestorm. And then I realized somewhere along the way that that's the virus, that is what's bad about all of this cancel stuff, because it snowballs into that. And then you become this like stuttering mess, like I've become in recent years. And it's just, and then after that cancellation, I'm like, you know what? This is fucking stupid. I'm thinking in my head as I'm feeding chickens. I'm like, shouldn't be afraid to say anything because nothing that I say is bad. And it's not like I just pop on live streams or get on stage and start going into crazy fucking political rants. It's just nonsense. Never done that. Just stupid. Oh my God. It's just so stupid. It's so stupid. And whatever. Yeah, I heard about the Verizon outage. I don't have any cell phone towers where I live, so I rely on internet, or we rely on internet. So if the power goes down, we're screwed because we can't call 911. That's not true. All right. Do I have a favorite song to play live? Misfits 95, top 3 would be This Island Earth. Oh, that's a great song. It's a great song. That song started on the piano. I wrote that song on the piano. It's like, let's see if I can. Yeah. That's a great tune. Yeah, that song started out on the piano. Great song. So and Saturday night. It's hard to say what my top 3 songs are. I'll be honest with you. I love doing Dig Up Her Bones because when you do Dig Up Her Bones live, it's just this like massive celebration and everybody sings. So it's always a high point. It's always a high point. What else do I like to do? I like singing Hunting Humans. Yeah, I like singing Hunting Humans and maybe Best of Me. Those are my 3 right now. Was More Dear More a Misfit song, and will you ever release an official version on an album? More Dear More was not a Misfit song. I wrote it while I was writing for Famous Monsters, however. It was a carryover. So was Ground Zero New York City. Does anybody remember Ground Zero New York City? Does anybody remember that song? I don't know if I have a copy of it. I mean, I know I have a copy of it. I don't know if I have anything available right now that I could play. No, I don't have it over there. Yeah. Rick Live 245 says that he does. Yeah, there you go. Right. Ground Zero, Coast to Coast Thriller. Coast to Coast Thriller. King Kong and a host that's beautiful and insane. Because the concept of famous monsters, what Doyle wanted to, his idea was, and I guess then this rolled into famous monsters, but Doyle's idea was, and it always stuck, in my head, as I was writing, while I was writing for famous monsters, he had this idea of all of the wonders of the world, and using that artwork. And I was thinking as well as like the different, like King Kong and Godzilla and all these, like the famous monsters, which I think probably all of our idea then brilliantly by Jerry probably got boiled down into, and he was just like, duh, famous monsters. It's amazing that that's what, the equation was, after it was all put together, that's what it became, which is so cool. But so as I was writing, I was thinking about, again, like the development of all of our characters and this world that we were creating, like Gwar exists in this, in their own, Ragnarok world, and in Earth as well. There's these two. So, and I was around Gwar a lot. And so, I was thinking along those lines to expand the storyline sort of. And so we had these ideas of all these famous monsters. And, I was thinking about my character as like the circus leader had that, like the hat, like the circus leader hat. And I was always kind of like the jester guy, right? Welcome to the show, everybody. So I was thinking about, Coast to Coast Thriller, King Kong, and a host that's beautiful and insane. I'm not insane. So I was thinking about these people that capture all of these, Godzilla and the King Kong, they capture all of the wonders of the world like that. And they try to put them on, like in King Kong, they try to, have a circus and put it out. Just thought that was kind of cool. So that was what I was thinking about Ground Zero. Ground Zero, New York City. And this was before the towers came down. So like it has nothing to do with Ground Zero, New York City, which is now like when you hear it kind of, I'm not talking about, this was pre Ground Zero. I was just thinking about this, the circus part of it was coming out of New York, like that, like the main hub was Ground Zero was New York City. Like they took King Kong back to New York City. So, yeah. Hello there. How is the book coming along? You mentioned it in Buenos Aires and Sisibula. Yeah. Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I haven't written in a while. I was writing a little bit while I was in South America, and then I got home, and ever since I got home from South America, it's just been one thing after another. November was just, it's just a really, it was a tough month for me. Some shit went down that I just was just awful. And then December was rough as well. My dad just died a couple of weeks ago. So like right over Christmas. So the holidays were just very fucking weird, to say the least. I mean, I can talk for 2 hours about that, but I'm not going to. Maybe on a different show. It's probably more for Radio Deadly, and there's going to be a lot of cursing if I tell that story. So I haven't written, and right before everything started going crazy, I started to have a different, and I think, a different sort of perspective of where I wanted to go with the book. So some of the stuff that I wrote is now not useless, not necessarily useless. It's not useless. So I'm working on it. It's hard to write about me. It's hard to write about my life. It's just strange. And I can get somebody to write it with me. I was even offered from one of the publishers. I was offered, a ghostwriter, somebody to write with me. But I really wanted it to come, from me, so that when you're reading it, it's really what was in my head and what I put to paper. So it's coming along. I'm dabbling in, or not dabbling into, I'm getting into, or trying to continue to work on. I have a couple of ideas that I'm working on to turn into films. Video ideas as well, which is connected to what's going to be going down in Nashville, what I'm trying to do in March, some of the recording of this new stuff, which the song that was played at the beginning of this broadcast kind of has something to do with. And yeah, as you heard, it's a totally different rendition of Boxcar Headed East, but something that's so out there, but makes total sense. Dark, it's empty, it's beautiful. It's awesome. Okay. Thank you. Any chance of giving Caleb a shout out? He was 8 when he first met you in Rochester, New York, and now he's 15. What's up, Caleb? Just understand the cancel nonsense and misses seeing you. Oh man, I hear you. He still asks when he can see you, Caleb. Oh my God, I remember when Caleb was little. Let him know I say hello. Let's see here. This Misfit 95 again. I just watched an old YouTube. Seemed to be having a rough time with people spitting on you. Yeah, people used to spit on me. It was like I don't know whether it was, some people are like, oh, that's a punk thing. That's cool that people are spitting. Yeah, but we used to think like, no, there's no good reason to be spit on. There's never a thing. It's never a thing, ever, never. And I hate it. And I've gone total fucking Hulk over it. One time, a couple times, but someone was spitting at me and I was singing, and I spit right in my mouth. It was, it's terrible. In regard to horror punk and your influence in the genre, are you a fan of any bands that came out after your time in the Misfits? Am I a fan of any bands? Well, I mean, there was a lot of stuff that came out. Goolsby's got a lot of great stuff. Blitzkid's got a lot of great tunes. JV wrote a bunch of really great songs as well in Darrow Chemical Company. It was a great band. Yeah, I dug those guys. Nimvin, I got to know a lot of Nimvin music. Really awesome. Really awesome. Really enjoyed that music. Who else? I was just looking at the pictures that I have of the band and I can't, with Brian Christ. What was the name of that band? See how old I'm getting? I can't even remember the name of that band, but they were great. Oh my God. Great band. Yeah. But it wasn't like I was a fan. I mean, I'm not saying I'm not necessarily, I didn't think that there was a lot of talent in the genre. I think that those guys and maybe a handful of others that I'm not thinking about, Calabrese is making good music. And, what's his name out in California? I'm so burnt. Yeah, some good music, but I love all sorts of music. I never really just, I bounce around. I've always bounced around and listened to all different sort of things. Always. Always. That's the thing. I'm not a punk. I'm not a metalhead. I'm not a gothic. Not a club kid. I'm not a skin. I'm not any of these things. I'm just me. I'm just me. So yeah, a lot of good stuff though. Nirvana, Aerosmith, both, because there's no way of saying who's better. It's like Nirvana or Aerosmith. Like right now, if you're like, all right, I'm going to play a Nirvana song or an Aerosmith song, I would hope that you would play an Aerosmith song because for some reason I just love to hear Steven Tyler sing, and I would hope that it was Angel. You're my angel. I much prefer Your Godzilla over the yeah. I hear you. Oh, how would you feel about people singing your songs at churches, specifically from Backroads? Oh, I think that would be absolutely amazing. If you're singing my song at church in the same place and in the same sort of setting that you're worshiping the God of creation, the God of Abraham and Moses, I think that's pretty cool. Huh. I think it's time for Love and Mercy. Let's go. All right. Instagram. What's happening over on Instagram? Hello, everybody. I'm just looking at comments. I haven't forgotten about you in England. Coming there soon. I'll be there soon. I got a question about how did I do my hair in the late 90s? I didn't do much to my hair. I don't know. I dyed it. We just walk out on stage with KY jelly in our hair. I learned that from Doyle because we would try doing our hair with hairspray and shit, but 30 seconds into the show, when you start sweating and all the hairspray runs into your eyes, it's not very pleasant. So Doyle started doing his hair with KY jelly. I was like, genius. I will too. Did you know they added the rest of your albums back to the streaming platforms? I think that that's a wonderful thing. Yes, and I am certain that you can listen to Web of Dharma on the streaming, on some streaming platforms. All of them probably. There's a question. Do I remember my show with the Misfits in 2000? Amazing show. You're a legend. Greetings from La Union, Chile. I definitely don't remember 2000. To be honest with you, you'd have to show me pictures and unhinge it from my mind. You'd have to dig it out. Someone asked me about the book. When are you coming to Costa Rica again? I'll be there in 2026. What's your favorite song? Your era and Danzig era. Hard to say what my favorite song is. Danzig era. Hard to say. There's so many good ones. Oh man. I always go to, by default, to Horror Business. It's such a great tune. I wish I could sing that song like Glenn sings it. I don't know. It's just the way his voice is. It's so great. I mean, there's so much awesome. You listen to Walk Among Us album, it's just tremendous. Just the way it sounds. I listen to that and I can almost taste the way that it sounds. It's crazy. Let's see. All right. I just don't want to miss anybody's questions. About the documentary. When we will see. Your base told me I'm in the documentary. Well, if you go to officialmichaelgraves.com, you will see the documentary. You can watch it for free. Just click on it and you can watch it for free. officialmichaelgraves.com. Altuna's checking in. Right on. Graves, do you like Rancid? My favorite band in Misfits. I do. I like Rancid a lot. Yes, coming back to Chile. And I have never spoken to Glenn Danzig. Ever. And of course, the mighty Mr. Monster.
The legend of the faceless hero second part out or the first part?
That little like skip
out, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I can edit that.
Or just I guess align it differently so it's like. I should play it again. I'll have to like air drum it. Yeah, I guess.
Same
yeah, same as the other one. Yeah.
It's like what leads into the chorus. It's the ending of the verse.
Because all those balls are playing. We can play the shadows of here.
The ending, do you want me to slide out the A like?
Yeah, I think that's what
Okay.
I'm on the die.
Okay.
The waiting is the hardest part.
Suck! Bitch! Suck my ass! That's how you slay a fucking dragon.
Oh, just
0% milk.
The Winter Garden Theater. The Winter Garden Theater.
Big Cat Diary.
Hello?
Maybe the rain will stop today. Heaven shouldn't always seem this far away. There might be reasons you've gone away. We all have a reason. We all have something locked away, hidden from the light. There must be something left inside alive. When are you coming home? You've gone away. We all have a reason. We all have something locked away, hidden from the light. There must be something left inside alive. When are you coming home? Locked away, hidden from the light. There must be something left inside alive. When are you coming home? When are you coming home?
Happening overnight, a concert at a local San Antonio bar sparking a protest by an anti-fascist group. Now, the show was held at Nowhere Bar off Austin Highway on the city's northeast side. Protesters and then counter-protesters traded verbal jabs from across the street outside of the concert. Now, this is all revolving around who was headlining that concert, Michale Graves. He's a former singer for the punk band Misfits. Graves has previously endorsed the Proud Boys, who the Anti-Defamation League calls a right-wing extremist group with a history of violence. Graves has been forced to cancel multiple shows due to the controversy. This show was moved from the Happy Place Bar to the Nowhere Bar yesterday due to all the backlash.
They came from the sky and they came from the sea. They came from the inside of the television screen. Babies and bastards breeding as one. The fate of this doomed, I quit, I'm done. Some kind of darkness come creep over me. I'm what they gon' make us, our seas are too free. So we can never be this free. No, I don't wanna be a superhero. Never really cared about society. I don't wanna be a superhero. I don't care, so don't call me. They came from the sea and they came from
Thank you. All right, how's everybody doing? I've been coming to Sao Paulo a lot of years now. Thank you for all the love and support over the years. Thank you. I know we've sung this next song together a whole bunch, so it really is an honor to be here in the city like this up top. Be able to sing this song a little bit closer to heaven here. Further from hell is always a good thing. Let's sing this one together again. It's called Dig Up Her Bones. Anything is what she is. Any words where she's from. Anytime where she'll be. Anything as long as it's mine. And the door it opens up is the way back in, or is it the way back out? So I walk on. I heard singing like, walk on. Any place is where she'll be. Any place she'll see you from. Lies and secrets become your world. Anytime, anywhere, she takes me away. And death climbs up the steps one by one to give you the rose that's been burnt by her sun. Point me to the sky above. Won't you walk me through the danger? Dig up her bones. Dig up her bones. Walk on. And I have seen that demon's face, and I have heard their place. I fall down on my knees and praise the Lord. Horrible things that take her away, and it climbs up the steps one by one to give you the road that's been burned by her sun. Yeah, point me walk through the graveyard. That's where you'll find me in all those twisted memories of you and me. Walk on.
Me, one of the only ways that I was able to arrive at a place of comfort, again, is my belief in God and his ability to steer my life and turn, ashes into, beauty. Turn ashes into beauty. I can't do that. So I want to share this with you. It's from Isaiah. It's the 43rd chapter, 18th verse. It says, "Do not call to mind the former things or ponder things of the past. Behold, I will do something new, and now it will spring forth. Will you not be aware of it? I will even make a roadway in the wilderness, rivers in the desert." That's beauty for ashes, right? There may be crying in the night, but there'll be joy in the morning.
to all insane charges. Charge me with so much deep in your mind. Exonerated from all the darkness the Lord brings down. For these lies, they still want me in a boxcar heading east. They still want
Former lead singer of the Misfits, banned from a major music festival for retweeting Alex Jones and Paul Watson because we're all Nazis. Even though anybody that knows Nazis don't like us.
It was absolutely crushing the backlash that happened to me. I mean, no record companies were interested in what I was doing, and certainly no booking agency here or in Europe would touch me with a 10-foot pole.
Anybody that studies warfare and how warfare explodes and spirals out of control would know that historically what has gone to full world war is now happening again, where each side keeps escalating in the fight. Heavier weapons, more armies are pumped in, and then finally you're in all-out war between the NATO power and Russia. And the foreign minister has already announced, what the Pentagon admitted weeks ago, which we told you about before the war even started officially, that U.S. forces, I mean tens of thousands of special operations troops, are in Poland and in Ukraine directing the attacks on the Russians. And so the Russian foreign minister, Lavrov, went public last night and said, we are at war with NATO, NATO is at war with us, and this is going to escalate very quickly into a nuclear war. You think that would be bigger news? It's in some newspapers, but it should be the top story everywhere. That's a big deal.